sa General Santos City.
Sa ibayong dagat, Russian blogger posibleng makulong dahil sa paglalaro ng Pokemon Go sa loob ng simbahan.
Bawal. Sa sports, Rio Paralympics simula na bukas.
At sa balitang showbiz, Daniel Craig inalok ng $200 million para magbida uli sa isa pang Bond movie.
Si Aida ang Bond girl. Yan ang ulo ng ating mga maiinit na balita ngayong umaga. Ngayon po ay araw ng Martes, September 6, 2016. Ako po si Ira Panganiban, ito ang Radyo Inquirer, balita sa tanghali para sa bayang nagtatanong at mamamayang nag-uusisa.
Sa ngalan ng buong puwersa ng Radio Inquirer News and Current Affairs, ako po si Aida Gonzalez dito sa Radio Inquirer 990, ang himpilan ng balanseng pagbabalita, walang takot na pamamahayag.
At sa detalye ng mga balita, simulan natin sa lagay ng panahon. Nakakalabas na ng bansa ang low pressure area na binabantayan ng pag-asa sa bahagi ng Batanes. Sa ngayon, ayon kay pag-asa forecaster Alzar Aurelio, habagat na lamang umiiral sa northern at central Luzon. Sa pagtaya ng panahon, magiging maulap ang papawirin na may katamtaman at kuminsan ay malakas na buhos ng ulan sa Batanes at sa Babuyan Group of Islands. Mahina hanggang katamtamang pag-ulan naman ang inaasahan sa Ilocos Region, Cordillera Administrative Region, Zambales at Bataan. Habang sa Metro Manila at sa nalalabing bahagi ng bansa, bahagyang maulap hanggang sa maulap na papawirin na mayroong isolated na pag-ulan ang nararanasan.
Kinansela na ni US President Barack Obama ang plano nitong pakikipagpulong kay Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte. Ang pagkansela sa pulong ay kinumpirma ni US National Security Council spokesman Ned Price. Kinumpirma din ni Price na kay South Korean President Park Geun-hye na lamang makikipagpulong si Obama. Sinabi ni Obama na inatasan na lamang niya ang kanyang team na makipag-ugnayan sa kanilang counterparts sa Pilipinas. Tinawag din ni Obama na colorful guy si Duterte.
I have seen some of those colorful statements in the past, and so clearly he's a colorful guy. And what I've instructed my team to do is to talk to their Philippine counterparts to find out, is this in fact a time where we can have some constructive, productive conversations. Obviously, the Filipino people are some of our closest friends and allies, and the Philippines is a treaty ally of ours. But I always want to make sure that if I'm having a meeting that it's actually productive and we're getting something done. We recognize the significant burden that the drug trade plays not just in the Philippines but around the world, and fighting narco-trafficking is tough. But we will always assert the need to have due process and to engage in that fight against drugs in a way that's consistent with basic international norms. And so undoubtedly, if and when we have a meeting, that this is something that's going to be brought up. And my expectation, my hope is that it could be dealt with constructively.
Si US President Barack Obama. Sa kanyang speech naman bago umalis patungong Laos kahapon, binatikos ni Duterte si Obama hinggil sa plano ng US President na may pagpulong sa kanya kaugnay sa kampanya kontra iligal na droga. Napamura pa sa kanyang speech si Duterte at ang eksaktong quote ng kanyang pagmumura ay ginamit ng international media, partikular ng Associated Press.
Is not a vassal state. We have long ceased to be a colony of the United States. Alam mo, marami dyan mga sa kolumnista, they look upon Obama and the United States as if we are the lapdogs of this country. I do not respond to anybody but to the people of the Republic of the Philippines. Wala pong pakialam sa kanya. Who is he? I am a president of a sovereign state, and we have long ceased to be a colony. I do not have any master except the Filipino people. Nobody but nobody. You must be respectful. Do not just throw away questions and statements. Mumurahin kita dyan sa forum na yan.
Maibuelto pa si Pangulong Duterte sa Estados Unidos, kaugnay pa rin ng illegal na droga at extrajudicial killings. Matapos banatan si President Barack Obama, sinisi ni Duterte ang pananakop ng Amerika sa Pilipinas na siyang ugat-an niya ang problema sa ating bansa. Ayon sa Pangulo, hanggang ngayon ay hindi pa rin humihingi ng paumanhin ng Amerika sa mga ginawa nito sa Pilipinas.
As a matter of fact, America has one too many to answer for the misdeeds in this country. Hanggang ngayon, hindi pa tayo nakatigil ng apology niyan. That is the reason why Mindanao continues to boil. Sabi mo, that was the last century. Yang wounds na yan from generation to generation. As a matter of fact, we inherited this problem from the United States. Why? Because they invaded this country and made us their subjugated people.
Dagdag pa ng Pangulo, hindi niya ititigil ang kampanya laban sa illegal na droga hanggang hindi napapatay ang pinakahuling drug lord sa bansa. Hindi rin daw siya magpapadala sa mga bumabatikos at bumabanat maging sa kanyang pag-uugali.
The campaign against drug will continue. Maraming mamatay dyan. Plenty will be killed until the last pusher is out of the streets. Until the drug manufacturer is killed, we will continue, and I will continue, and I don't give a shit about anybody observing my behavior.
Si Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte, samantala sa kaugnay na balita, ilang mambabatas naman nababahala sa epekto ng undiplomatic language ni Pangulong Duterte laban kay US President Barack Obama. Alamin natin ang detalye niyan mula kay Isa Umali. Isa.
Nababahala ang ilang mambabatas ng Kamara sa maaring maging epekto ng matapang na pagbanat ni Presidente Rodrigo Duterte kay United States President Barack Obama na nagbunsod ng kanselasyon ng inaasahang pulong ng dalawang lider sa Laos. Ayon kina Ifugao Representative Teddy Bagilat at Kabayang Party List Representative Harry Roque, nakita ng lahat ang paninindigan ng Pangulo sa independence ng Pilipinas mula sa Amerika, pero sana'y ginawa ito ni Duterte sa diplomatikong pamamaraan. Sinabi ni Bagilat na isa siya sa mga kritikal sa asta ng Estados Unidos na anyay global moralist. Nakikialam din anya ang US sa mga panloob na issue ng Pilipinas at iba pang mga bansa dahil sa superpower nito. Sinabi ni Bagilat na maaring amang ito ang rason kung bakit ayaw ni Presidente Duterte sa US, kaya nakapagsalita ito ng tahasan, subalit mas mainam sana kung hindi sa paraang tila naghahamon ng away. Punto pa ni Bagilat, kailangan may respeto pa rin si Duterte kay Obama, hindi lamang daw dahil ito'y US President, kundi pinakamalaking trading partners ng Pilipinas ang US, ang mga Amerikano ang pangalawang may pinakamalaking bilang ng turista sa ating bansa na bumibisita at kilala rin sa pagbibigay ng malaking financial aid, lalo kapag may mga sakuna o iba pang pangyayari. Pangamba ni Bagilat, baka manghinayang ang Pilipinas kapag nawala ang lakas ng kapasidad na maaring ipangtulong ng Amerika sa hinaharap. Para naman kay Roque, wala siyang kwestiyon sa paninindigan ni Presidente Duterte sa independent foreign policy. Subalit nakakabahalaan niya na ang undiplomatic language ng punong ekotibo ay magbibigay lamang ng gusot sa traditional allies ng Pilipinas at Amerika. Isa Vendaño Umali, Radyo Inquirer 990, bayan nagtatanong, mamamayan nag-uusisa.
Hindi umano malaking kawalan sa Pilipinas ang pagkanselan ni President Barack Obama ng pulong niya kay Pangulong Duterte. Ayon sa bagong alyansa Makabayan o Bayan, sa magaganap sanang pulong, ilalahad lang naman ng US ang concern nito sa issue ng human rights sa Pilipinas at saka babaling naman sa usapin ng West Philippine Sea. Sinabi ng grupo na kung sakaling natuloy ang pulong, tanging ang neo-colonial interest lamang ng Amerika ang mamamayani. Ito rin ang unang pagkakataon ayon sa bayan na may presidente ng Pilipinas na nagkakaroon ng lakas ng loob na tanggihan at hindi payagan ang US intervention. Umaasa naman ang grupo na ang paninindigang ito ni Duterte ay magreresulta sa pagbabasura na sa iba pang kasunduan sa pagitan ng Pilipinas at Amerika gaya ng VFA at EDCA. Maaari naman anilang i-promote ni Duterte ang interes ng Pilipinas sa West Philippine Sea laban sa China nang hindi sumasandal sa Estados Unidos. Kaya din anya ng Pilipinas na resolbahin ang problema sa mga terorista nang hindi nanghihimasok ang Amerika sa issue.
Magbabalik ang Radyo Inquirer Balita sa tanghali pagkatapos ng ilang paalala.
Gamit ang iyong smartphone.
This is a story about Filipino courage. People who get bullied but never back down. A nation that shows greater strength when faced with bigger foes. Heroes who suffer setbacks but come back better than ever. A country fighting against all odds and being victorious in the end. This is the story of the Filipino people, best told by the Philippine Daily Inquirer. Get more from the country's #1 newspaper with Inquirer Plus digital newsstand. Download now.
Nagbabalik ang Radyo Inquirer Balita sa tanghali. Opisyal na ang pag-iral ng state of lawlessness sa buong bansa. Ito ay matapos talagdaan ni Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte ang isang proklamasyon na nagdedeklara ng state of national emergency on account of lawless violence. Ayon kay Executive Secretary Salvador Mejaldea, pinirmahan ito ng Pangulo bago siya umalis patungong Laos para dumalo sa Association of the Southeast Asian Nations Summit. Pinaliwanag ni Mejaldea na terorismo ang dahilan kung bakit kailangan ng ganitong proklamasyon. Ang mga terorismong tulad ng kidnapping at pamumugot ng ulo, pati na pagpapasabog sa Davao ang pangunahing rason kung bakit nilagdaan ng proklamasyon. Ayon pa kay Mejaldea, ipapatupad ng Pangulo ang nasabing proklamasyon hanggat kinakailangan. Noong Sabado lamang ay nagdeklara ng state of lawlessness si Pangulong Duterte ilang oras matapos ang pagpapasabog sa Davao na ikinasawi ng 14 katao at ikinasugat ng mahigit 60 na iba pa.
Samantala, Senate Blue Ribbon Committee bukas sa mga reklamo ukol sa state of lawlessness. Alamin natin ang detalye niyan kay John Escocio. John?
Ni Senator Dick Gordon na bukas nga ang pinamumunuan ng Senate Blue Ribbon Committee sa mga reklamo ukol sa pang-abuso kaugnay sa pagpapatupad ng state of lawless violence na idineklara ni Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte. Bagamat suportado niya ang akbang na ito ni Ginoong Duterte, sinabi ni Gordon na lumikha ito ng pangamba sa mga mamamayan kaugnay sa kanilang mga karapatan. Dagdag pa ng senador, kailangan may gabay sa pagpapatupad ng naturang deklarasyon at anya maaari naman ng Kongreso ang magsilbing bantay. At kasabay nito ang kanyang panawagan sa lahat na manatili lang nakalmado, mapagmatsyag at alerto kasabay ng pagpapatuloy ng kanilang normal na buhay at gawain. Janice Cosio, Radyo Inquirer, Binabenta Bayan, nagtatalong, mamaya nag-uusisa.
Sa kaugnay na balita, kasunod ng deklarasyon ng state of lawlessness, nagpakalat ng checkpoint sa maraming lugar dahil dito, 2 lalaki na sakay ng tricycle ang napatay makaraang takasan ng isang checkpoint sa Quezon City. Ang mga suspect nakipagbarilan pa sa mga pulis. Isa pang tricycle driver naman na hinihinalang tulak ng bawal na gamot ang napatay din sa Las Piñas, habang may natagpuan namang mga bangkay ng lalaki sa Pasay na hinihinalang biktima ng summary execution. Ang detalye ng mga balitang yan mula kay Jong Manlapas.
Sa Quezon City, agad na nasawi ang dalawang di nakilalang suspect na lula ng isang tricycle na pawang sangkot sa ilegal na droga at hinihinalang mga holdupper. Matapos manlaban sa mga otoridad na nagsasagawa ng oplansita sa may bahagi ng Barangay Santo Domingo, Quezon City. Ayon sa PCP-3 Commander ng Laloma Police Station 1 na si Major Rogelio Diaz, hindi huminto at nilampasan lamang ng dalawang suspect ang inilatag nilang checkpoint kaya nila ito hinabol.
Dumating tong tricycle, ngayon biglang nag-U-turn. So, ang instinct namin, ba't nag-U-turn yun? So, inabol namin para checkan yung tricycle. Ngayon inabol nung motorcycle natin. So, inabot niya dito. Pagdating ng corner, nagpaputok. Pagdating dito, madilim tong lugar, pinaputokan ngayon. So, ngayon, nagkaputokan na. Mayroon silang revolver Tig-isa sila ng revolver.
Na-recover rin sa mga suspect ang 4 na sachet ng hinihinalang shabu at isang plastic ng pinatuyong dahon ng marijuana at 2 .38 caliber.
Baka akyat bahay yan o kaya nang-hold up ng mga lang yan. Naghahanap ng prospect, maakyat. Kulurum yan, walang markings Huwag lang sila matakot sa checkpoint. Basta kung wala naman silang ginagawang masama, so as normal lang, kasi for security reasons lang naman yan ginagawa natin.
Sa may bahagi ng Las Piñas, dead on the spot ang isang tricycle driver na gumagamit umano ng droga matapos na pagbabarili ng riding in tandem sa Apitong Corner, Acacia Street, Barangay Pamplona 3, Las Piñas City, pasado alas 10 kagabi. Bumibili lang sa tindahan ng biktimang si Marcelo Salvador Jr. ng malapitang pinagbabaril. Na-recover ang 2 sachet ng hinihilalang shabu mula sa biktima. Nasa 13 basyo ng balang nakuha ng soko sa crime scene. Patuloy pa rin ang sinasagawang investigasyon ng mga otoridad. Pinagbabaril naman ng isang di pa nakikilalang biktima habang naglalakad sa Liberisa, Pasay City. Ang biktima ay nasa edad na 25 to 30 years old at kilalang tulak sa lugar. Tama sa ulo ang kinasawi ng biktima habang 3 basyo ang nakita sa lugar. Sa may bahagi naman ng Villamor, Pasay, wala pang 1 oras, isang lalaki din ang natagpuang patay sa pilahan ng tricycle sa gilid ng Villamor Golf Course sa Pasay City. Inilagay sa ilalim ng puno ang labi ng hindi pa nakikilalang biktima na nakasuot ng itim na t-shirt at maong na short at balot ng packaging tape ang muka. Chong Manlapas para sa Radyo Inquirer 990, bayang nagtatanong, mamayang nag-uusisa.
Tala seguridad sa mga paaralan dapat paigtingin ayon kay Senador Bam Aquino. Nagbabalik si Jan Escosio. Jan.
Ira, nanawagan itong si Senator Bam Aquino sa mga pamunuan ng mga paaralan na paigtingin ang kanilang seguridad. Ang apela na ito ni Aquino na siyang chairman ng Senate Committee on Education ay kaugnay sa mga natatanggap na banta ng pambobomba sa mga paaralan. At kasabay nito ang kanyang panawagan din sa PNP na bantayan ng husto ang mga paaralan, guro, lalong-lalo na mga estudyante. Maihiwalay din na siyang apela Ira sa publiko na huwag nang patulan at ipakalat pa ang mga peking terror threat sa text messages dahil nakakadagdag lang ito sa pag-aalala at pangamba. Jan Escosio, Radyo Inquirer, Nebenta, bayan nagtatanong, mamaya nag-usisa.
Samantala, umabot na sa 1,033 ang nasasawi sa nagpapatuloy na mas pinaigting na kampanya ng pamahalaan laban sa illegal na droga. Sa update mula sa Philippine National Police, ang 1,033 na mga drug suspects ay nasawi sa isinagawang lehitimong police operations habang merong 1,405 naman ang itinuturing na death under investigation o DUI. Kasama sa mga kaso ng DUI ang mga insidente ng
Posible namang sa loob ng New Bilibid Prison o NBP isagawa ng House Committee on Justice ang pagdinig kaugnay sa resolusyon na inihain ng liderato ng Kamara na nagpapaimbestiga sa umano'y drug trade sa loob ng pambansang piitan. Ayon kay Congressman Reynaldo Umali, chairman ng komite, mas safe o ligtas kung sa loob ng NBP gagawin ang congressional inquiry na posibleng gamitin sa ikatlong linggo ng Setyembre, depende anya sa mapagkakasunduan ng komite at schedule ng organizational meeting nila. Naroroon din anya ang mga operatiba ng Special Action Force o SAF na nakatutok sa pagbabantay sa bilibid. Gayunman inamin ni Umaling na sa kasalukuyan ay hindi pa kumpleto ang miyembro ng kanyang lupon kung saan mula sa dapat ay 55 ay mayroon pa lamang silang 35 miyembro. Bukod dito, bago anya magkaroon ng legislative inquiry, ay posibleng magkaroon muna ng hiwalay na meeting ang komite sa mga opisyal ng DOJ. Maliban naman sa dating driver, bodyguard at ex-lover daw ni Senator Laila de Lima na si Ronnie Dayan at mga testigo na hawak ng DOJ, hihingan din ng salaysay ang mga drug lord na nakapiit sa NBP. Tututukan sa gagawing investigasyon kung papaano ipinatutupad ng ehekutibo ang mga batas na ginawa ng Kongreso, gayon din ang budget at ang paglaganap ng ilegal na droga at mga kontrabando sa loob mismo ng NBP.
Nagnegatibo sa paraffin test ang dalawang pulis na nagdala sa hinihinalang drug lord na si Melvin Odicta at sa kanyang asawa na si Miriam sa ospital matapos silang pagbabarili ng isang suspect sa Aklan noong nakaraang linggo. Ayon kay SPO Nida Gregas na tagapagsalita ng Special Investigation Task Group Odicta, lumabas din sa resulta ng ballistic test na hindi tumugma ang 9mm na handgun na gamit ang dalawang pulis sa mga basyo ng balang nakuha mula sa mag-asawang Odicta. Isinagawa ang paraffin test sa dalawa upang malaman kung nagpaputok sila ng baril sa pamamagitan ng gunpowder burn sa kanilang mga kamay, habang ginawa naman ng ballistic test upang matukoy kung galing ba sa isang partikular na baril ang nakuhang bala sa crime scene. Isinailalim sa mga nasabing tests ang dalawang pulis sa harap ng mga aligasyong mga abogado at kaanak ng mga Odicta na buhay pa ang dalawa bago sila isakay sa police patrol at dalhin sa ospital. Ayon kasi sa isa sa mga abogado ng mga Odicta na si Attorney Gualberto Catalunya Jr., nagawa pa siyang tawagan ni Melvin ilang minuto pagkatapos silang mabaril. Gayunman, sa kabila ng mga pangyayari, nagdesisyon ng mga kamag-anak ni na Odicta na nawala na silang balak magsampa pa ng reklamo dahil gusto na lang nilang maging mapayapa ang lahat.
Samantala, balik tayo sa balita tungkol sa banat ni Pangulong Duterte kay President Obama. Banat ni Digong kay President Obama, ipinagtunggal naman ni Secretary Bello. Ang report mula kay Erwin Aguilon. Erwin.
Tanggol ni Labor Secretary Silvestre Bello III ang naging pahayag ni Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte laban kay US President Barack Obama bago siya nagtungo sa Laos para sa ASEAN Summit kahapon. Sa isang pulong balitaan dito sa Maynila, sinabi ni Bello na posibleng naisip lamang ng Pangulo na isa na lamang lame duck si Obama dahil sa pagkatapos na ng kanyang termino. Sinabi ni Bello na wala rin negatibong epekto para sa mga overseas Filipino workers at mga negosyante mula sa ibayong dagat ang ginawang pagbati sa Duterte kay Obama na tinuturing na pinakamakapangyarihang leader sa mundo. Maugunitan na dahil sa naging pahayag ni Digong, nakansila ang nakatakda ng bilateral talks ng dalawang leader ngayong alas 4 ng hapon, oras sa Laos. Erwin Aguilon, Radyo Inquirer na binibenta, bayang nagtatanong, mawing nag-usisa.
Nagpatupad ang iba't ibang kumpanya ng langis ng pagkalta sa presyo ng kanilang produktong diesel at kerosene. Good news! Epektibo alas 6 ng umaga, may kaltas na 50 sentimos ang total. Petron, PTT, Unioil, Eastern Petroleum, Phoenix, Caltex at Shell sa kanilang diesel. 35 centavos naman ang bawas sa presyo ng kerosene na ipinatupad ng Petron, Caltex at Shell. Simula naman alas 12:01 ng hating gabi kanina ay ipinatupad na ng Flying V ang kaltas sa presyo ng kanilang diesel at kerosene sa parehong halaga. Ang nasabing rollback sa presyo ng diesel at kerosene ay bunsod na rin ang paggalaw sa presyo sa pandaigdigang merkado.
Magkakaroon naman ng bahagyang pagbaba sa singil sa kuryente ng Meralco sa susunod na buwan. Ayon sa Meralco, sa September bill, mararamdaman ng customers ang pagbaba ng singil. Ito ay makaraang magkaroon ng pagbaba sa transmission charge. Ayon sa Meralco, ang bawas para sa mga kumukonsumo ng 200 kWh kada buwan ay nasa 9 pesos. Sa mga kumukonsumo naman ng 300 kWh kada buwan ay 13.50 ang mababawas. 18 pesos naman ang bawas sa bill sa mga kumukonsumo ng 400 kWh kada buwan at 22.50 ang mababawas sa mga kumukonsumo ng 500 kWh kada buwan.
Radyo Inquirer Balita.
Magbabalik ang Radyo Inquirer Balita sa tanghali pagkatapos ng ilang paalala.
Hungry Hippo, busog ka dito.
This is a story about Filipino courage. People who get bullied but never back down. A nation that shows greater strength when faced with bigger foes. Heroes who suffer setbacks but come back better than ever. A country fighting against all odds and being victorious in the end. This is the story of the Filipino people, best told by the Philippine Daily Inquirer. Get more from the country's #1 newspaper with Inquirer Plus digital newsstand. Download now.
Tatanungin ko ang lahat ng nararapat itanong.
Tatanungin ko sina Manong at Manang.
Friends. Office mates. Si Obama.
At ang barangay tanod.
Tatanungin ko ang mga taong dapat tanungin para sa mga bagay na dapat ipaliwanag.
Para sa bansang kailangan magtanong.
Para sa kinabukasan ng ating bayan.
Sa balitang droga pa rin, QCPD nakipagpulong kay Vice Mayor Joy Belmonte at ilang Homeowners Association residents ukol sa droga. Detalye ng report mula kay Mariel Cruz. Mariel.
Inilatag ng Quezon City Police District ang sitwasyon ng lungsod sa usapin ng droga at maging ang kanilang accomplishment sa patupad ng Opelantok ng Philippine National Police. Sa isang pulong na pinangunahan ni Quezon City Vice Mayor Joy Belmonte, ipinaliwanag ni Superintendent Ramon Pranada, hepe ng District Operations and Plans Division, ang kasalukuyang sitwasyon ng lungsod pagdating sa droga. Sa 142 na barangay sa Quezon City, 134 dito ang apektado ng illegal na droga. Simula nang ipatupad ang Oplan Tokhang sa lungsod ng Quezon, umabot na sa 10,370 na mga bahay ang nakatok ng QCPD. Pumalo naman sa 7,782 ang drug users at pushers na voluntaryo ng sumuko sa pulisya. Sa naturang bilang, 7,207 dito ang users at 575 naman ang bilang ng pushers. Kasama din sa nasabing pulong ang ilang presidente ng Homeowners Association sa Quezon City kung saan nagbigay ang mga ito ng suwestyon at maging mareklamo ukol sa droga na umiiral sa kanilang nasasakupan. Karamihan sa mga reklamo ng ilang homeowners presidents ay ang hindi pagsasagawa ng kaukulang aksyon kapag ukol sa droga ang kanilang isinusumbong, lalo na pag sa barangay captain lamang nila ito ipinaaabot. Sa kabila nito, sinabi ni Eliasar o ng District Director ng QCPD na si Superintendent Guillermo Eliasar nga mas maigi kung direkta nang maghahain ng reklamo ang Homeowners Association sa pulisya, lalo na kapag ukol sa droga para mas mabilis ang pagbibigay ng aksyon. Kaugnay nito, sinabi din ni Eliasar na magsasagawa sila ng Oplan Tokhang sa iba't ibang subdivision sa Quezon City, ngunit iginiit nito na gagawin nila ito ng mas maayos na paraan. Layo ng operasyon na gawing drug-free ang lahat ng barangay at subdivision sa Quezon City, alinsunod na rin sa pinaigting na kampanya ng pamahalaang kontra sa iligal na droga. Ngunit iginiit ni Eliasar nga ang nakatakdang pagsasagawa ng Oplan Tokhang sa mga subdivision sa lungsod ay hindi for show lamang.
Ngayon na nagkaroon kami ng coordination with them, magkakaroon nga ng mga protocols and then pupunta tayo sa mga lugar na yun. But ayaw kasi natin mangyari na this is just for show. So pwede magpasok namin doon, magkakaroon kami ng mas magandang coordination and eventually itong homeowners leaders, sila mismo bibigay sa amin ng informasyon and then yun ang babalikan namin. Whether itokhang na pagbalik doon, paano balik, yung mismong identified na yung mga houses na merong mga probable mga drug dependents and then more than that, pwede tayong mag-conduct ng case with operation for eventual appropriate police action.
Ano mapapahatid?
Initially kasi pag napuntahan natin yung mga yan, itong mga leaders ito, once they will know our intention, our determination and commitment, sila mismo tutulong sa amin. Just like what has happened dun sa mga napakarami nating mga cases na resolve natin, itong ating mga complacement ay dahil na rin sa pagtulungan ng ating komunidad. And naniniwala ako na yung pinakita ng ibang ng ating mga kababayan sa mga nakaraang mga araw, ganun din ang pakikita nitong mga naninirahan sa ating mga gated subdivisions.
Si QCPD District Director Superintendent Guillermo Eliasar. Samantala, nilinaw naman ni Vice Mayor Belmonte na magpapalabas muna sila ng protocol bago opisyal na simulan ang Oplan Tokhang sa mga subdivision sa Quezon City.
Ay ipepresent din sa kanila kasi kailangan talaga na maliwanag sa lahat kung ano ang ating layunin at ano ang gusto natin mapagtagumpayan dito sa ating kampanyang ito, no? And then we will agree by the end of the 16th, the week of the 16th, kung ano ang mga protocols na ito at kapag lahat ay nagkasundo sa week of the 20th, pwede na po magtrabaho ang ating kapulisan kasama na ang barangay, kasama na ang mga homeowners association. We heard earlier, napakalinaw na sinabi ng ating district director na mahalaga talaga na magkaroon ng tiwala ang mga homeowners sa kapulisan. No? Kaya napakaganda nitong pagpulong na kumpleto ang ating mga station commanders. Kasi yung mensahe ng kapulisan, they can be trusted. No? They can be trusted to enter the gated subdivisions and they can be trusted with the vital information that will help address the issue of the illegal drug problem.
Mariel Cruz, Radyo Inquirer, Web de Benta, Bayang Nagtatanong, Mamamayang nag-uusisa.
Formal na idineklara ng Malacanang na isang regular holiday ang September 12 bilang pagunita sa Idil Adha o Feast of Sacrifice. Sa Proclamation number 56 na nilagdaan ni Executive Secretary Salvador Medialdea, idineklara ang regular holiday sa buong bansa ang September 12, araw ng Lunes. Ito ay matapos na irekomenda umano ng National Commission on Muslim Filipinos ang nasabing petsa para isagawa ang obserbasyon sa Idil Adha. Nangangahulugan ito na long weekend para sa mga mag-aaral at mga manggagawa. Una nang idineklara din sa Saudi Arabia na September 12 pumatak ang unang araw ng kanilang Feast of Sacrifice.
Sa iba pang balita, kasabay ng pinaigting na operasyon ng militar laban sa Abu Sayyaf sa Sulu, ipinatupad na rin ang naval blockade sa mga strategic areas sa lalawigan. Ito'y para maharang ang mga sympathizers ng Abu Sayyaf Group na masuplayan sila ng pagkain at iba pang pangangailangan. Sinabi ni Armed Forces of the Philippines spokesperson Brigadier General Restituto Padilla na aabot na sa 70,000 na tropa ng militar ang nasa Sulu ngayon. Wala naman anyang naitatalang panibagong mga engkwentro na nagaganap sa pagitan ng bandidong grupo at mga sundalo. Noong nakaraang linggo, sinabi ng Philippine Navy na maliban sa pagharang sa supply ng pagkain at iba pang gamit para sa ASG, layon din ng naval blockade na mapigilan ng Abu Sayyaf na makalayo at makalabas ng Sulu. Ayon kay AFP Public Affairs Office Chief Colonel Edgardo Arevalo, sa ngayon ay meron ng nasa 481 na ang ASG sa Sulu at Tawi-Tawi, pero wala umano silang eksaktong bilang na dami ng mga sympathizers at supporters ng bandidong grupo. Samantala sa gupaan sa pagitan ng militar at Abu Sayyaf Group sa Sulu muling sumiklab. Report mula kay Ruel Perez. Ruel.
Muli na naman sumiklab ang bakan ng militar at ng bandidong Abu Sayyaf ngayong araw o higit isang linggo matapos ang madugong enkwentro na ikinamatay ng 15 sundalo. Ayon kay AFP West Mincom spokesman Major Filimontan, higit kumulang 20 na mga Abu Sayyaf members ang kasalukuyang nakakapalitan ng putok ng tropa ng 45th Infantry Battalion sa Kankapyad, Danag, Patikul, Sulu. Nagsimula ang bakbakan ng kaninang pasado alas 6 ng umaga at nagpapatuloy hanggang sa mga oras na ito. Wala naman na anyang casualties sa panig ng gobyerno hanggang habang hindi pa matukoy kung may mga nasugatan o namatay sa panig ng Abu Sayyaf. Samantala nagpapatuloy ang artillery fire ng militar laban sa mga bandido habang ang iba naman ay natasang tugisi ng iba pang miyembro ng Abu Sayyaf Group. Ruel Perez, Radyo Inquirer 990, bayang nagtatanong, mamamayang nag-usisa.
Samantala, hinimok ng isang mambabatas ang Moro National Liberation Front at Moro Islamic Liberation Front na tulungan ng gobyerno sa kampanya nito laban sa bandidong Abu Sayyaf Group. Ito ang iminungkahi ni Ifugao Representative Teddy Bagilat sa halip na kunin pa ang serbisyo ng mga mercenaries para pulbusin ang Abu Sayyaf kasunod ng mga terorismong ginagawa nito sa bansa. Ayon kay Bagilat, higit sa pagresponde ng mga militar, kailangan ng pamahalaan ng mabilis at maaasahang intelligence na maaaring maibigay ng MNLF at MILF. Sa ngayon, mahigit sa 9,000 na sundalo na ng AFP ang ipinadala sa Sulu para supilin ang Abu Sayyaf. Matatandaang noong linggo ay sinabi ni Agriculture Secretary Emmanuel Piñol na handa si Pangulong Duterte na magbayad sa mga hatchetman para lang ubusin na ang bandidong grupo. Samantala, PNP Naga sineseryoso ang umano'y bantang panggugulo ng Abu Sayyaf Group base sa impormasyong naging viral sa FB. May detalye si Ruel Perez. Ruel?
Sineseryoso ngayon na tinatratong totoo ng Naga Police ang umano'y banta ng teroristang grupong Abu Sayyaf sa Naga City na nakabase naman sa post na naging viral sa Facebook. Ayon kay Naga City Police spokesperson SPO2 Tobias Bungon, nagulat naman sila sa impormasyong na i-post at naging viral sa Facebook pero hindi sila nagpapakampante. Ani Bungon sa kanilang pag-imbestiga, totoo umano na anak nga ng Chief of Police ng Karamoan na nakilala ang si Inspector Joselito Bermas ang nag-post na si Jessa Ore Bermas. Pero paliwanag ni Bungon sa pinakahuling update umano sa Facebook account, itong si Jessa Ore Bermas, humingi ito ng patawad at pinakisinungaling ng naunang post ng banta ng Abu Sayyaf na impormasyon na ugali umano sa kanyang ama. Sa ngayon, wala pa naman umanong namamataan ang Abu Sayyaf sa lugar bagaman may tip ang ipinatutupad na pagbabantay lalo na at malapit na ang Peña Francia Festival. Ruel Perez, Radyo Inquirer 990, bayang na tanong, mamamayang nag-uusisa.
Samantala, nakahanda si Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte na tanggapin ang magiging desisyon ng Indonesian government kung itutuloy ng Indonesia ang firing squad kay Mary Jane Veloso, ang Filipina na nahatulan ng kamatayan dahil sa kaso ng illegal na droga. Sa departure statement ng Pangulo sa Davao International Airport bago magtungo sa Laos para sa ASEAN Summit, sinabi nito na makikipag-usap siya kay Indonesian President Joko Widodo sa pinakamagalang na pamamaraan para mailigtas sa kamatayan si Veloso. Paliwanag ni Duterte, may tiwala siya sa judicial system ng Indonesia. Kung itutuloy man niya, anya ng Indonesian government ang firing squad kay Veloso, magpapasalamat pa rin siya kay Widodo dahil sa naging maayos sa pagtrato sa kanya. Matatandaang noong Abril, pasana nakatakdang i-firing squad si Veloso, subalit ipinagpaliban nito matapos iapela ng dating Pangulong Noynoy Aquino ang kanyang kaso matapos maaresto ang kanyang mga illegal recruiter na sina Maria Cristina Serio at Julius Lacanilao.
I may just have to ask Widodo in a most respectful and a very, very courteous way. And if my pleadings will fall on deaf ears, I am ready to accept it. For the simple reason, I do not doubt the judicial system of Indonesia. I have been there once upon a time, and I was able to observe how it works. Whether or not she is really guilty, she is bound to be culpable liability. So I might just accept the system and plead for mercy. But if President Widodo will deny it, still I would be grateful that she has been treated very well. For after all, we have our laws to follow. And had it been any other or the other way around, I might also be at the receiving end of so many pleas for mercy. And I would never know what or how to react.
Isa rin sa inaalala ng Pangulo na kapag pinilit niya ang kaso ni Veloso ay baka dagsain din siya ng kaparehong apila ng mga Filipino na nahaharap sa iba't ibang kaso sa ibang bansa.
125 pesos general wage order pinag-aaralan na ng DOLE. Alamin natin ang detalye niyan mula kay Erwin Aguilon. Erwin.
Ipinagutos na ngayon ng Department of Labor and Employment sa mga regional tripartite wages and productivity board ang pag-aaral para sa 125 pesos general wage hike. Ito ayon kay Dole Yusef Joel Maglusod ay kaugnay ng panukala ni Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte na ayaw nito na magkakaibang sweldo sa iba't ibang panig ng bansa. Kabilangan niya sa pag-aaral ng mga RTWPD ang affordability ng mga employer at standard of living sa mga lugar. Matapos anya ang pag-aaral, isusunod resulta nito sa tanggapan ng DOLE bago aprobahan. Sa ngayon, ang pinakamataas na minimum wage ay ang Metro Manila na may 481 pesos kada araw. Erwin, Radyo Inquirer na binibenta bayan nagtatanong mamaya na nag-uusisa.
Alas 12:49 magbabalik ang Radyo Inquirer sa tanghali pagkatapos ilang paalala.
MV Starlight Pioneer.
Tatanungin ko ang lahat ng nararapat itanong.
Tatanungin ko sina Manong at Mana.
Friends.
Office mates.
Si Obama.
At ang barangay tanod.
Tatanungin ko ang mga taong dapat tanungin para sa mga bagay na dapat ipaliwanag.
Para sa bansang kailangan magtanong.
Para sa kinabukasan ng ating bayan.
This is a story about Filipino courage. People who get bullied but never back down. A nation that shows greater strength when faced with bigger foes. Heroes who suffer setbacks but come back better than ever. A country fighting against all odds and being victorious in the end. This is the story of the Filipino people, best told by the Philippine Daily Inquirer. Get more from the country's #1 newspaper with Inquirer Plus digital newsstand. Download now.
Sa Balitang Metro, binulabog ng bomb threat ang Don Alejandro Senior Science High School sa may bahagi ng Don Alejandro Rosas Avenue sa Quezon City. Ayon kay Superintendent Pedro Sanchez, Commander ng Quezon City Police District Station 10, nakatanggap sila ng tawag bandang alas 5:35 ng madaling araw mula sa principal ng paaralan na nagsasabing may natanggap silang banta ng pagsabog. Nabatid na kumalat sa mga estudyante ang mensahe na nagsasabing may magaganap na pagsabog mamayang alas 2 ng hapon sa kanilang paaralan. Itinawag naman ito ng isang magulang sa eskwelahan kagabi at ipinaalam ang nasabing balita. Ayon kay Archie Alums, security guard ng paaralan, siya ang nakasagot ng tawag ng magulang 10:15 kagabi. Agad-an niya silang nagronda sa buong eskwelahan ngunit wala naman silang nakita kung kaya hindi na nila ito itinawag sa pulis. At kaninang umaga lamang nang ipaalam ng nasabing security guard ang balita sa principal na agad namang ipinagbigay alam sa pulisya. Nang galugarin ng bomb squad ng Quezon City ang paaralan, nagnegatibo naman ito. Nabatid na nagmula ang mensaheng natanggap ng isang estudyante sa pamamagitan ng Facebook private message mula sa isang KELVIN Berba. Ikinalat ito sa iba pang mga estudyante sa pamamagitan ng screenshot sa mensahe. Sa kabila nito, hindi naman nagkansela ng klase ang paaralan ngunit maaari namang umuwi na ang mga estudyante kung nanaisin at susundin ng kanilang magulang.
Sa probinsya, nasugatan ng 4 na katao makaraang aksidenteng sumabog ang isang granada sa kasagsagan ng grenade handling demonstration sa loob ng Army Reserve Training Ground sa General Santos City. Ayon kay Superintendent Romeo Galgo Jr. ng Police Regional Office 12, nagsasagawa ng explosive training ang mga opisyal ng Army Reserve Command nang maganap ang insidente sa 12th Regional Community Defense Headquarters sa Barangay Asinan, Buwayan, General Santos City. Hawak umano ng instructor ang granada at nagpapakita ng demonstrasyon nang ito'y biglang sumabog. Ginagamot na sa ospital ang mga nasugatan na pawang hindi pinangalanan. Ayon kay Galgo, wala pang dapat ikabahala o ipag-alala ang publiko dahil accidental explosion ang naganap. Nasa red alert status ang General Santos Police dahil sa pagdiriwang ng Tuna Festival ng lungsod.
Radyo Inquirer Balita.
Sa ibayong dagat, nahaharap ngayon sa pagkakabilanggo ang isang Russian video blogger. Makaraan itong maglaro ng Pokemon Go sa loob ng Yekaterinburg Orthodox Church. Ito ay sa kabila pa ng ginawang babala ng mga otoridad na maaring makulong ang sino mang mahuhuling maglalaro ng nasabing reality mobile game sa loob ng simbahan. Pinost na ni Ruslan Sokolovsky, 22 anyos, ang video niya habang naglalaro ng Pokemon Go kung saan kinuwestiyon ito ang sino man na maaari raw ma-offend sa paglalakad sa simbahan na may hawak na smartphone. Ayon sa Russian authorities ay makukulong ng hanggang sa 5 taon si Sokolovsky dahil sa ginawa nitong pag-insulto sa religious sensitivities. Nabatid na isang extremism ang panghuhuli ng Pokemon Go sa loob mismo ng simbahan.
Ang harsh. Sa sports, tiniyak ng Paralympic organizers na tuloy ang isasagawang Paralympic Games na magsisimula bukas September 7 hanggang September 18 sa Rio, Brazil. Ito ay matapos na maraming spekulasyon na hindi na ito matutuloy dahil sa nahaharap ang bansa sa financial crisis. Dagdag pa ng organizer na gagamitin nila ang natitirang private money na aabot sa $2.3 billion sa pagsasagawa ng palaro. Ayon kay Paralympic spokesman Craig Spence, abot sa 4,300 na atleta ang nasa kanilang bansa para sa torneo. Meron lamang 267 slots ang inilaan lamang para sa mga Russian Paralympics dahil sa doping scandal.
Oh, balitang showbiz na. Ira, kita mo, tama pala talaga ako. Hindi lang ako nakapansin kahapon, na blooming talaga si GMA.
Lumabas ka ba naman ng ospital? Di siyempre blooming.
Ano sabi niya? Freedom is healthy.
Freedom is healthy. Siyempre, freedom is healthy, di ba?
Tapos may follow-up na question yung mga reporter. Sabi, inunahan na siya ni GMA. Sabi raw, baka gusto niyong, tatanungin niyo ba ay beauty tips? Ako ano sikreto niya? Di ba sabi mo nga, makalabas ka naman ng kulungan
alam mo, mas nakaka-insulto naman yung nasa loob ka ng kulungan tapos itsuro mo.
Triathlete,
di ba? Pamachong-macho, kaya sexy ka tapos fit na fit ka nakakulong ka nga dahil may sakit ka. Di ba?
Grabe ka naman. Dahil mo sinabi?
Wala.
Teka,
akit mo ng konti.
Pero yun ang ibig sabihin, So talagang, hindi lang pala tayong nakapansin nun. Talagang sambayanan.
Obvious ba? Tuwing kikita nung araw may neck brace pa.
Correct.
Tapos ang ganda-ganda nung wheelchair.
Tapos palagi siyang naka-blower ngayon, ang buhok niya.
Ganda ng hair niya.
Hindi pa nalulugod.
Ganda ng hair niya.
Hindi pa nalulugod.
Diba?
Teka muna, ito pa, another showbiz
wala ka ng oras.
Report. Gusto mo ba ng another James Bond movie?
Oo naman.
Oo naman, di ba? Abangan mo lang dahil muli daw inalok ang British actor na si Daniel Craig upang muling bumida sa dalawang iconic role ng sikat na agent na si James Bond. Yes.
James Bond.
Yes. Inaalok si Daniel ng tumataginting na magkano? Hindi ko mabasa
Magkano?
$200 million. Di ko mabasa para sa nasabing role.
Kailangan mo na.
Hoy, joke lang. Una rito ay sinabi ni Craig na tapos na siya sa pagganap bilang James Bond. At huli na ang sa pelikulang Spectre. Boyfriend pa rin ba siya nung
Hindi ko alam. Lalaki yan. Wala akong interest sa buhay niya. Wala akong interest
kung sa bagay. Sinabi pa ng 48-year-old pa lang siya. Talaga, mas matanda ka, Ira, na maglalaslas ito kung maglalaslas ito kung sakaling muling bibida sa isa pang Bond movie. 4 na Bond movie na ang pinagbidahan ni Daniel na kinabibilangan ng Casino Royale, The Quantum of Solace, Skyfall, at Spectre. Bakit ka naman lala? Sayang ka naman.
Sayang. Alam mo, Daniel Craig, sayang dahil ang Bond girl mo si Aida Gonzalez.
Pag narinig niya yun, di bali na lang, itutuloy ko.
Maglalaslas lang talaga ako.
At siya na po
ang harsh.
Ang harsh mo, Ira, ha? Paputiin kita dyan. Yan na po ang kabuuan ng mga balita sa Radyo Inquirer Balita sa tanghali ngayong araw ng Martes, September 6. Para sa bayan nagtatanong at nung mamaya nag-uusisa, ako po si Aida Gonzalez.
At sa mga nakikinig sa Radyo Inquirer 990 at nanonood sa Inquirer 990 TV, sa ngalan ng buong puwersa ng DZIQ News and Current Affairs, ako po si Ira Panganiban ng Radyo Inquirer 990, himpilan ng balanseng pagbabalita, walang takot na pamamahayag. Maraming salamat po. Ang oras natin, eksakto, 1:00 ng tanghali.
This is a story about Filipino courage. People who get bullied but never back down. A nation that shows greater strength when faced with bigger foes. Heroes who suffer setbacks but come back better than ever. A country fighting against
Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Welcome to Everyday Goodwill. This is Kelvin Manubay, together of course with my partner, TESS CANCIO. Hi,
Yes,
Tess.
Kelvin. Ako, sorry last week ha, pero now I'm back. Yes.
Well, alam mo naman, we can manage, pero syempre mas maganda pag nandiyan ka lagi kasama namin, no?
Thank you. Okay.
Ako rin, I was busy because I had my orchid
The
show.
orchid show, pero big success, no?
It's a big success. Despite the fact that it was raining, we actually had a lot of sales, a lot of people visiting the exhibits. And of course, our photography contest was a big hit. My God, we had more than 160 entries. And we had to, remove some.
Yes.
And you were there for the judging, of course, last Saturday.
Not easy, no? Kasi you judge talaga based on the flowers, the way it would look, no? But not the picture. Mahirap mag-judge.
I'd like to congratulate the winners. Can I read them out here?
Yes, please. Oh, please.
Okay, kasi the awarding of the photo competition will be held on itong October,
September during the book fair.
During the book fair at SMX.
SMX.
So we will message all of you. We will inform you through email and through text. So I just like to congratulate the winners and call on them, Mr. Andres Cordova, Mr. Vilmo Silviderio, Ricardo Giacomile, Norberto Briones, Valenciano Jesus Edwin, Bruno Francis again, and Bruno Francis. Oh, he won 3 photos pala. Romel Ariola, Stephanie C., Robertson Del Rosario, and Finn Seguban. Congratulations sa inyo.
To everyone.
So you have to be at the SMX, no? We'll give you the date on when we will be holding the awarding so that you'll be there.
Next week we can announce kung exactly when and
exactly.
What date.
Yes, and I'm calling all those who entered their photos to please submit their digital file para pagdating sa printing ng ating calendar mas maganda siya. Yes. Actually, my secretary Jenny is dealing with that now.
Okay, congratulations ulit. We hope for next year mas marami pang magagandang pictures na makuha natin.
Yes. Do you have someone to greet?
Greetings. Oh my goodness. Tomorrow, let me see. Tomorrow is the birthday, September 7, of twins Lawrence and Larry Tolosa. May-ari sila ng
Via Mare. My classmates.
Talaga?
Lawrence and Larry.
Tolosa?
Yes.
Oh, small world.
Atinista yung mga yan.
Si Ate Beng Tolosa, yung kapatid nila. No, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And Menchu Palanca will celebrate her birthday on September 8. And my classmate Gina Porter on September 9 naman. Happy birthday to everybody. Sino ang belated? Father John Baro. August 30, happy birthday, Father John. And yun na, so far yun ang ating
Ababati ko na rin yung friend natin, si June Golamco is celebrating his birthday on the 13th of September.
Happy birthday, June!
Yan, yung mga Virgo na yan.
Stalwart talaga na.
Tigas ang ulo.
That's stalwart of POS.
The POS, yes.
One of
One
your
of those very reliable people when it
Oo.
comes to plans, exhibits and everything, magaling siya dyan.
Lahat-lahat. At talent, di ba? I hear you know,
Yes.
he composes.
Yes.
Oo. At si RS, yung kanyang anak, ang galing kumanta.
Yes.
Heard him during the POS.
We'll invite them here
appreciation dinner.
one
Yes.
day to let them
Oo.
sing.
I think in that next episode, 2 episodes from now. Together with Van Chigo and Susan Anueli.
Yes. Nako, magkakagulo dito if we invite them.
Malaman.
Oo. Anyway.
Okay, this afternoon.
This
yes.
afternoon, we went through a very rainy week, di ba? Kaya lang today we're having a very sunny day.
Yes. Oh, and before I say anything about sunshine, the sunshine that came into our studio, this was made possible through Marisa Suarez, my classmate, who introduced us.
Oh,
because
okay.
small world. When Marisa found out that I produced Pusit, and that Christopher King was the star, one of the stars in Pusit, sabi niya, oh, I know Sunny Garcia. Siya yung father ni Christopher. I said, oh, good, and we met na. And that's how we have him today. But you should tell us more about Sunny.
Of course, our guest for today is an artist par excellence, di ba? Psychology masters in psychology.
No, I didn't finish my master's.
You didn't finish it, but of course, di ba? You're also a writer. Di
Yes,
ba?
I am.
Aside from being an artist, you're into production design.
I was,
Yes.
for Meta.
Yes. So let's welcome our guest for today, Mr. Sunny Garcia. Say hi to our listeners.
First, good afternoon, Tess and Kelvin. It's very nice that I'm here.
Glad that you're here. Glad you made it.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Yes. Well, they've been pushing us to invite you so that we can pick your mind to learn the wisdom of Sunny. Because a lot of people are saying your works are so fabulous, intriguing, moving of the thoughts.
I guess that's what I do.
That's what you do.
According to them.
According to them. Because you were high in demand. Even Arlene was saying, you invite him so that you'd have a fun radio program.
Marisa said exactly that. Sabi nila have a sunny afternoon. And you'll be laughing no end.
Yes.
And true, it was true. The dinner we had, ganun na.
So what's keeping you busy now, Sunny?
Basically, what occupies me more now is parenting of my two sons. So helping them find their own ways and find themselves and create a life for themselves.
How young are your children?
Oh, they're old already. Like Christopher is older, he's 30 plus. Because I didn't have them when growing up. Like I'm their second chance of a father, and the other one is 23.
You're pouring all the time right now.
Yes.
Normally at that age you should let them go.
Yes, like I was actually in my retirement years already, and when they came, and then I couldn't say no to people who would want me being their father, because there's a lot for them to unlearn new things. And I see that they want to better themselves and their lives, so how can you say no?
But of course, when your children are at the age of 30s, these are not the millennials anymore because they have different attitudes. Or do you still consider them being millennials?
I don't know. I'm not even thinking about millennials, but it's just that I just do my best because
as a father,
and then they would ask questions, and then I try to I show them things that I know, many scenarios, and then you can choose.
So you're not a doting father.
Doting, like
you don't give them everything that they want.
I give that. I give what they ask.
Okay.
But I don't try to give what they're not asking. Because it can be intruding sometimes.
Oh, yes.
So, well, they're old already. I have taught them how to ask. But before, I have to pick words from their mouth. Go, you are free to speak. Like, I don't get offended. And then it is more important that I know what you're thinking, so I would know exactly how to respond.
That's good. So when your children are all single at the moment?
The younger one, Mikey, is single. Christopher has 5 kids.
Wow, 5 kids already.
Has a wife. And he became a parent very early, like a child having children. So that's how I came in when his parents died and he's left to the world, which is not so simple.
Of course, that's
And he
difficult.
needs to cope.
Oh, that's good. Okay, at least you're there for support.
Yes, in a way, yes.
Yes, but of course you used to be in the business world, right?
I was in Philippine Airlines, in
You
the
were in
corporate
Philippine
world. Yeah.
corporate world, no? And you were launched as an artist by Procter and Gamble.
Procter and Gamble, yes.
And you had an exhibit at Ayala Museum.
Yes, that's well. After retirement, I joined the market in Legazpi. So I was selling any stuff that I like, was just overruns of factories that we have here, and then to beautify my store, these are parang pang decoration mga stuff. So I'll put a painting there. I made a painting. People started asking about my painting, not what I was selling. And then here comes this guy from Procter and Gamble said, "Can you paint a portrait?" I didn't know if I can copy. I didn't know if I can copy his likeness. I just said yes.
Wow. So basically, you're a self-taught artist.
I am. But by the time he saw his portrait, he said, "Oh, very good. So, I will launch you. We have a product launch, and then I would want you to open our." So, okay. Prepare in 15 days. I
15
said,
days,
okay. Baka binobola lang ako, sabi ko. Pero he paid naman for his painting. He does not have to promise me many things.
Okay.
And then he called me after a few days. Okay, 5 paintings that depict our product, and then to complete, blah, blah, blah. And then it will be in Ayala Museum. Here is your contract. Very nice, the contract. I got paid pa. And then all the sales are mine.
Wow, that's good, huh?
Very good.
No, that's the most important part.
Yes, and then he said, "But we will have to increase your prices because you're carrying the name of Procter and Gamble." Well, people buying. I said, don't worry, we are in charge of the guest list.
Wow. No objection. Yes.
Then, okay, in 15 days you have to produce this. Nako, mahilo-hilo ako niyan sa turpentine with the oil. So almost every other day, he was at the house. I am protecting my interest. Then the day came. Marisa was there.
Nakita niya lahat.
Yes.
Subjects, most of the subjects.
Basically, mostly people. Like, I'm a nudes and portraits artist. So basically, the title of the show was the most beautiful women under the sun. The most beautiful creatures under the sun. And they were the Wella women and the men who love. So basically, women and men. So there.
I haven't seen any of your artworks yet, but I believe just by reading all of this, you must really be a great artist. Because they're saying that your artwork really moves the minds of people. Very intriguing, very colorful, very attractive, and will make you really look at it for the second, third, and fourth time.
Because I was self-taught, I didn't even know what my art was called. I didn't know how to describe. Meron abstract, realism, that's all I know. But meron palang categories yun. So I think they describe it. I knew about it when it was written already in the papers. So ano palang style ko? Figurative expressionism. Okay.
Figurative expressionism.
Okay. And then what you said about people's reaction, they tell me it's my brushstrokes. Like it has emotions. Like they would try to guess what I was feeling while I was
doing the work.
Yeah, because my works are never fine. Like you can see the brushstrokes. Like you can yes, like you can assume maybe what my emotions were when doing it. And I don't intend to, when I do painting, when I stop, it is done. I don't endeavor anymore to finish this, refine it. No, that's it. That's it. So once I attach my signature, it is done. No matter how unfinished it might look, it is done.
You don't need any inspiration.
Huh?
You don't need any inspiration.
People are my inspiration. Like I endeavor, like especially, I fall in love with my subjects, whatever it is.
Because some of the comments I read that they compared your work to Van Gogh, and these are big artists.
Yeah,
painters.
Come to think of it, my artworks, like my clients, they're about 65% foreign, and about another like 20% Filipinos who are traveled, and the rest are Filipinos in the Philippines with Filipino mindset. So like I think the idea of Filipinos buying artwork is they want it very fine,
Yes.
and that's not my work. The Europeans mostly they like it because it is raw.
Yes, raw, rough, natural,
Raw.
not trying to be somebody.
Yeah, it doesn't try to look like a picture.
That's good. That's very
It does. It is a painting.
So you are not bounded by walls or rules when you paint.
I didn't even know the rules in the first place.
Sometimes that's better, right? You don't know the rules.
Yes. Then somebody even told me you shouldn't use black when you're painting, but they sell black color. I use them. Oh, they're available, so I like it.
That's very nice. So, can you tell me who are your big clients? Who were your big clients?
The Conceptions.
Wow. Okay.
One, and the others I don't really know who they are, especially if they're not here. But then sometimes when I Google them, that they're outside of the country, that they're this or that, and I'm just thankful. But that's why I mentioned the Conceptions, because they were the ones who bought my paintings in my launch.
In Ayala.
Yeah. Then I said, it was only a one night only, 2-hour show. Di ba kakaba? Paano pag walang mabenta? Di ba parang, and then I was new, parang nakakatakot, di ba? Don't worry. I said, I like your paintings. I'm buying 3.
That's good. That's great.
I like even before, like, so when the event was wrapping up, so their bodyguards were taking down the frames of the book. Very good. Thank you very much.
Did you ever had in mind when you were young that you were going to be a painter?
No.
Of that caliber?
No. Yeah, like I even forgot about art. Like it was everybody's dream in the province actually that after you graduate, at that time in my time, people wanted to join the airlines. It's the idea of travel. We live in the mountains, so we wanted to expand our world. So going to Manila would be to join the airlines, and that's where I joined. And until I worked, I worked around the airlines, many positions. And then it was when my mother died, when I came home and we're fixing the things that she stored all. Wala pa kasi maano nun, Hallmark, di ba? All you have to make all your Valentine's greetings. Maganda. And then she made notations. Oh, my mother loved me. All there, happy Valentine's, happy Mother's Day. Maganda pala ako. So, come to think of it, maganda pala ako mag-proportion ng tao.
Sabi ng nanay mo, may talent ka pala.
But I forgot about it. Kasi ano na, after graduation, all I think is, drag my then skinny frame to the unpleasant task of earning a living. Something like that. That was my attitude then. It was work. But now, no work is work when you love it.
That's true. That's the most important thing, right?
Yes.
Kasi we always tell you that we love our work because we're into gardening, we're into landscaping. We do so many things that we love. And, having the radio program with Tess is just a bonus, actually.
I heard you talk about. I heard about you talk about orchids.
Yes.
I had nice memories because my mother before was into orchids. He was in the National Orchid something with
we have
the one from Zamboanga. Former Congresswoman Lubricat, National Orchid something during that time, and then samahang nayon so there, and then ang matrabaho nila magkakorona ng mga kraina sa baryo, yung lahat, pag ganun. And then my mother would always say, while tending to his flowers, ba't naka-makeup ka pa, nanay? Nihat ka pa, parang Briton. So, my son, nag-English siya palagi. My son, you should look beautiful when tending to these beautiful flowers. So, bata pa ako, Kasi ganun daw yun. Yeah.
Kaya isang philosophy na is, you have a responsibility to
Sorry.
look good.
Yes.
That's true.
I mean, sinabihan kami ni RD, naman kami. Try na ng pagka-plain, okay na.
No, but we don't care, but sometimes we try.
But yeah.
Actually, it might stem from the opinion of others that you should look better, but this is better. It has to be your opinion. Sometimes you have to be immune of the opinions of others on the standards of beauty or taking care that they have. As long as you know you are taking care of yourself.
Yes.
Like if you ask me, I wish my legs were longer. I was 6'2", and I should feel bitter that I'm not because I wanted to be a model, but it's not. So I love me.
Well,
and that is taking care of yourself. What do I have? So I'll take care of it. Whether other people agree or not, but you know you're taking care of you. That is what is most important for me.
A lot of people, like, for example, people tell me, Kelvin, you're growing bigger. There's more for me to love.
Exactly.
More for me to love. That's what I tell them all the time.
Or you just say, really? But it's you. This is me, and I love me.
Yes, that's true. I think that's the most important thing. You should love yourself first. You should always look out for yourself.
It's part of your personal integrity, actually. But you should love yourself.
Yes. Actually, when I was younger, I was kind of shy because I was big already. But then I said, who cares?
There was a time I was very big after retirement, 200 pounds. 200 pounds. Kasi, wow, couch potato. But then, I should lose weight. Kasi meron akong bali. Hindi ako makakalakad. Mahirap mag-ano. But then, actually, okay lang. My skin was tighter. And then, it is just that, mahirap sa akin maglakad kasi may bali yung aking ankle. Yun. And then, bibili naman ako ng bagong damit. Teka, okay pa yung binili ko dati. Mag-fit in na lang ako doon. So, yun. It's more like, making use of what I have. Kasi nandun mabuti na lang kasi sa mga anak ko ngayon. Okay. Hindi na tayo kailangan bumili ng damit. Meron mga panglakad dati. I don't go out anymore. Sige.
Ako nga.
Pinag-ipunan ko yan.
Ako rin when I was young, diba? Saka galit na galit ako kasi you can buy extra large shirts.
Mahirap.
Pero I discovered something which is my secret and I pagsasabi ko. When you go to the ukay-ukay, the extra large, triple, double X are all there kasi nobody buys them. May konti lang ang matatama. So all my t-shirts sa pangbahay, they're all from ukay-ukay. I'm not nakahiya to tell them that. At least, saka bago pa naman yung iba. May Hanes, may whatever. And those are the shirts that fit me.
Diba? And then, wow, sometimes you find treasures. Ang ganda nito.
That's true. Ako, I'm not nahihiya to tell people na sometimes I buy those things and people say, ganda ng shirt mo, ukay-ukay yan. Yun lang sinasabi ko. And
okay naman yan.
And I have friends who buy branded. Sabi ko, wala sa damit yan. Nasa nagsusuot yan. Sa nagdadala.
But I encounter some friends like, I have a distaste for, masyadong, mahilig sa branded. But then, palagi ko, we shouldn't be judging of people who wear branded. Because those are the stores that you go to. Like, they might want actually the clothes that you buy at much cheaper, but you don't know where it is.
Yes.
Like, example, sabi ko, like, my sister who stays in sa my Greenbelt area. When you go down, these are the stores. You don't go anywhere else. So, that is where you buy your clothes. Not because you want to wear branded clothes. Sometimes you don't even, ganun ba? Yun pala yung brand na binili ko kasi hindi na nga tinitingnan ang store. Nakita, maganda. Yun, pasok, bibilhin. So, sometimes it's a matter of attitude. Like, we have different circumstances. We have people have different access. So, wherever you find them and you like it, then it is good.
That's right.
And then, if you have less money, if you have more money, if you can afford it, why not?
That's true.
And then also,
and that's the most important part. If you can afford it,
yes.
But never go into credit if you can't afford it.
No. And there's from my brother-in-law, I learned. Because sometimes there's an attitude about there's so much poverty in the Philippines and people find it vulgar to eat in expensive restaurants. But this is his point. I want to eat there. And then I have the funds now to be able to eat there. So I will eat there. You think it is vulgar? No. The owner might be rich, but he employs many people. And those people have families. And somehow, I like their food. I can afford, I support them. And then they employ people. And then these people are able to feed their families. It is not vulgar. That's how money goes around.
That's a very interesting way to look at it. Huh? And that's true. You're supporting the people there.
Yes.
Not only the owner, but the
Yes.
everyone.
Then we have like what's this? Poorer relations, like poorer than us. Work for as a like worked as a nanny for my grand niece. Then my sister was saying, I have shoes that I know I want to give away. Can we look for people who are poor? Then my cousin said, Inday, look at them. They're all poor. They're like me. I also work like that. You don't think they're poor because they have uniforms. They look good. They look good. But then they're poor. Their salary are like this, yung mga toys, yung mga wala sa budget nila yan. So, okay. Just leave it there. Then, we'll stay a bit far. Mamaya may dadampot na yan. And makikita mo yung mga, mga smiles sa kanilang mukha. So also, in some restaurants there, you have a favorite waiter. Naka, binibigay lahat mga stuffed toys. And then, you can see how tuwa they are because wala yan sa budget nila. And their children can enjoy it. So, anywhere, just let your good thoughts, your good heart work. Everybody deserves to be happy.
That's true. That's true. Oh, we're having a nice time with Sania, but we'll take a station break. We'll come back to pick Sunny's mind later.
And he will discuss later naman his thought about one good deed or one good moment a day is what should be.
Okay.
One little thing.
Okay, we'll be back.
This is a story about Filipino courage. People who get bullied but never back down. A nation that shows greater strength when faced with bigger foes. Heroes who suffer setbacks but come back better than ever. A country fighting against all odds and being victorious in the end. This is the story of the Filipino people, best told by the Philippine Daily Inquirer. Get more from the country's #1 newspaper with Inquirer Plus digital newsstand. Download now.
Dito sa Radyo Inquirer, kasama ang inyong Goodwill hosts, Miss Maria Teresa CANCIO at Kelvin Manubay.
Okay, we're back. Yes, and I will just quickly plug the chocolate milk I was talking about during the break with Kelvin and Sunny. Yung chocolate milk na ito is made by Jojo De Leon. He's on Facebook. And I discovered him, on Facebook. I started ordering this. It's goat's milk with chocolate flavor. Low sugar. And really very good.
And it tastes like Chocovim.
Tastes like Chocovim, the old Chocovim natin.
I miss that.
I miss it na, oo. Kaya masarap yan. You will enjoy. I will give you naman next week.
Yes.
Kasi binigyan natin yung mga taga-inquirer dito to taste. I hope they liked it. For orders, call us.
Yeah. Anyway, we have of course Sunny here, no? And of course we'd like to hear about his views about he has this philosophy about having one good and happy thought a day. Can you tell us about that, Sunny?
Oh, a happy thought. Everything that we do begins with a thought. Like if we think that we do not deserve success, everything in our lives will conspire that we will not get it. So we have to tell ourselves, beginning with our thoughts, what we can do, what we aspire, and the things that we love to happen to us. Because after the thought is behavior. Then you can act on it. After your behavior, that's when you will feel. Most people, we're concerned about how we feel. We feel sad, we feel happy, but we did not just reach there. It all began with a thought. Emotions always follow behavior, not the other way around. So when you think on how you want to behave on certain things, then you will feel its consequence after. And also while doing things for me, you have to concentrate on just doing it and detach yourself from whatever outcomes. Good feelings, bad feelings, welcome them all. They're part of the polarity of things. You can never feel joy if you have not felt pain.
That's true. That's true.
So none is either good or bad. They serve a purpose.
I know. But, just ride through life because everything happens for a reason and it's there and it will happen. Anything and everything is bound to happen, without you knowing. And all you have to do is accept.
Acceptance, yes. You have to know how to accept, so that it's only what the things that you can accept that you can do something about. And it all goes back to your thought. And the happy thoughts, always. When you think about happy thoughts about yourself, and I do, it feels good. But what I found out that makes it even happier is when you have a happy thought for another person. When the joy is shared, it is doubled.
That is good. That is nice. My philosophy is, every morning I do an affirmation.
I received
Yes.
Yes.
sa FB.
Affirmation
Kel
para
sent plenty.
my day will be pleasant, those sort of things. So that you see my Facebook test, it's always positive.
Yes.
Positive talks.
And that is where you will, you will guide yourself, or that is what attracts you.
Yes. Because I always tell my people, why are you always negative? Why are you always, nobody's gonna die just because the milk was spilled. Why do you get angry, diba? Clean it. That's all.
You can acknowledge it, and you can even feel your anger, but you have to own it in that way, so you can mirror with it on how it is to be not angry after, because you have to know how it feels, so you can do something about it. It is part of you. Everything is part of us.
Yes. So, like for example, what's happening right now in the government of the Philippines, medyo nagkakagulo, di ba? There's so many things happening. I just pray for the country. The reason is because, you're not proud to be a Filipino and you're not doing anything about it.
There are things that are beyond your control.
There are things beyond their control, but sometimes you have to participate, instead of doing a lot of criticism, do your part. You cannot just keep quiet, doing nothing.
Yes.
See, but the problem is that it seems that we're breeding a generation of hate and crabs and
yes.
It's very sad, no? Pero I hope mag-change ang ugali ng mga tao by being this positive and having a positive thought. That as long as you're in the Philippines, there's always hope, and there's change is coming hopefully soon.
Positive change.
Matagal din ang change eh.
Yes.
But people don't want to change. That's the problem.
And you can never change anyone.
Yes.
That person has to want to change.
That's true.
That's what I do with my children. Like I don't change them. I don't put them in a box. Like I encourage them to find out who they are, what they are, what they want. And I try to present many scenarios, point out what we see, and I explain as much as I can. Then it's up to you to choose who you want to be. In that way, they will feel very happy about themselves, because at the end, themselves will be their own creation, not somebody else's.
That's true. Saka matagal lang yung pag-evolve ng isang tao.
It never stops.
Because for example, Sunny, when he was younger, he was not looking to the future na I'd be an artist, I'd be a painter, I'd be a philosopher.
Or to be a parent now.
Yes.
After retirement. Nako!
Never in your wildest dream, pero nangyari, di ba? So, kumbaga, when we age, we really get wisdom. Is that true?
I think it's part of it.
It's part of it. Because when you were young, you were also reckless for sure.
That's why they're saying, life is wasted on the youth, something. But of course, it has its own purpose. That's when we get experience, and then that's what we refer to as as we grow older, the things that we did wrong, we think we did wrong, but maybe it wasn't wrong.
I don't think it was wrong.
Oh.
Actually, I look at it, I bet
Yeah.
our years were good years when we were young compared to the youth of today.
Before,
Yes.
with those who have read my book, like, I have all the reasons to be bitter, to be bad, to be victimizing because I was a victim. And there was a time I was. But as I grow older, then you reflect on things and no. Those things, I do not regret now. Oh, I survived it.
Yes.
That's one thing. But all those that has happened to me has made me the person that I am
That you
now.
are, yes.
And I am thankful. I think it is just the way, how do I make things, how do I change things to be beautiful? It can, it can make everything beautiful actually. Like, it felt bad, so it can be bad, but was it really that bad? Because it wasn't of my own doing. Somehow, it tested me on survival, on coping. I was able to recreate myself. I did not choose to be a victim. Like, I was victimized, but I was never a victim. You tried, but you didn't succeed.
That's true. I mean, the kids today, they like so many things, but kulang sila sa experience na when they don't listen to their parents. Then when they get older, they was I should have listened to my mom.
Yeah,
I should have listened to my dad. So I'm telling the youth right now, you're still very lucky. Kasi nung bata kami, lahat kami pinapalo. Kayo ngayon, hindi pwede paluin. Because it's really weird.
Yes.
And we learned from that.
Yes.
Di ba when we were scolded and we were spanked, nako, ang mga bata ngayon, hindi na.
Kasi assertive. I know everything. I can do everything.
Yes.
But Sunny also said something about, di ba yung sinasabi mo last we had dinner, about discarte being something that kids kind of lack
Yes.
these days. Parang
Discarte.
Oo.
Kasi parang, I think the critical thinking is kind of diminished a bit with the way life is.
I agree. People, believe everything they see on Facebook. Oh my God.
All are fed.
Yeah.
And then, well, you only have to buy your toys now. Before, we have to make our own toys. You want a tirador? Okay, look for the best nakaganon na bayabas. Then, you want yung turumpo? Paghirapan mo yan. And then, di ba? Tapos, pinturahan pa, pagandahan yan. Di ba?
Ay, kawawa nga yung youth, they did not experience what we experienced when we were young.
Yes.
That's dealing with people, being around them, di ba? Ngayon, lahat nakatutok lang sa cellphone, sa PSP, and all those things. So they don't know how it is to socialize. And you're right when you say, nawawala yung analytical thinking ng mga tao.
Critical thinking, yes.
Critical thinking. Kasi, if they see a statement in Facebook, they don't even open the link to read the whole article. They comment right away.
And they don't bother to question it.
That's true.
Like, it used to be, like, I grew up actually, my father was a doctor, my mother was a lawyer. So, it's always like, when you see things, don't believe it right away. Question, like, even me with my kids now, I follow, like, question even what I say. Because I might believe it to be true, but I might have some blind spot on it. And if you're able to spot it, I would be very, very happy to change my opinion on things.
That's true.
I can sound very, parang, wow, sure, not sure, but no, I'm a person of doubt. And always, never assume things, question everything, and what stays is what will remain. Oo. Wala nang pa-pride dyan. Ako ang tama. No. Ano lang yan? Parang, to the highest probability of what I know now, I could be right. But then, if a better answer comes, I will not shun it. I will take that position.
That's true. We should always be open to other people's opinions and respect. And that's what's missing right now. It's respect. Because when it comes to politics and everything that we see in the news, right? And, I'm pro Duterte, I'm yellow tards, Duterte tards, or whatever. Like, they fight because they don't respect the opinion of the other group.
And then, they don't want they will not anymore trying to take the explanation of the other. Kahit na valuable pa yan. Yan.
May judgment na kaagad.
Judgment.
May insulto pa na pinapasok.
Yan.
Oh my God. So when you talk about, our time and the time now, it's really very different, diba? How would you influence your kids to, think positively about this thing that's happening in government right now? Politics. Do they have any views about it?
Not so much.
Not so much. Because we came from a time na, yung panahon nila Marcos, the dictatorship, and, the government is trying to change what happened in the past, and all the youth are starting to believe that this sort of thing that's happening right now.
Yes.
I hope mag-study pa sila and do research. Because I've been debating with somebody whose mind is so close, and I'm telling him, do research first.
Yes.
Do research.
And whatever you think is very well, give it a bit, give a percentage of doubt that it might be untrue.
Yes. But the problem is, I think there's more trolls. There's more trolls than Facebook.
Do not feed them.
Trying not to, but sometimes it pops up.
Yes. But there's this side, yung meme buster in Facebook, which, tells you that those are fake. Here's the facts. Diba? Like, for example, there was this 9-year-old kid na pinatay, ganyan-ganyan, and walang nangyari. They took a picture. It's not from the Philippines. It's from another country. That sort of thing. And people, believe it, and they even share, just to get rid of, to bring down they call it the yellow tards.
It's mostly, it's a basic instinct of people actually to appeal to emotions, because mostly human nature will respond more to emotions than of thought. And in that way, people can sway, or you can sway them to your own way of thinking by touching their emotions. That's just part of it, and it's not even true. So there. So if one is not very careful,
you might believe it.
Yes, your emotions will get the better of you and believe it without even checking it out.
What made this to our country? Why do most of the people now think that way? That they believe in those things that are not really true. Is it because of the mentality? Aside from losing critical thinking, mass media has been promoting so many things that are unimportant in life. Like, for example, sorry about it, but why are they promoting Vice Ganda as a all those sort of things, no? And people look up to and follow him, and I feel that is a very bad example for the kids, because they emulate what is not really right.
Yeah. Okay. I would want to respond on some, but I'd rather not.
Okay.
This is a public. But then there is something I can say. The way I look at things, the sophistication of a country actually depends on the sophistication of the media. So a lot falls on the shoulder of media people. So the way we are now, media has a lot to do about it.
Yes.
Because the media has an audience. It reaches a lot of people. And being on television, being on the radio, automatically puts the media people a notch higher than the average people listening to you. Parang kang in a small town, ikaw na si teacher, ikaw ang principal, meron kang karapatan. Sabi mo. So they will tend to believe you, parang hook, sing, they will just take it all in.
Yeah.
So if you're not sophisticated enough, or you are not promoting the right things, or you stay on mediocrity, so that will be the how you groom the the people, the society, because they listen to you.
Accepted standard.
Tama. I think we should also have better writers for TVs, shows, telenovelas. As always is sumpalan, iyakan, awayan.
Formulas, and then rip-offs from everywhere.
I'm mentioning this because we were watching the Korean film which is Trip to
Train to
Busan.
Busan.
No,
And the twist was very nice.
nabasa ko, maganda ang review nun.
Yes, it's not
Ano?
the typical zombie.
Sorry.
It's not the typical zombie movie.
Mm-mm.
I said, bakit yung buntis ang bilis tumakbo, ang zombie mabilis din tumakbo? So, it's not the typical type of movie. They have a twist in.
It actually makes you think.
It makes you think. Ang ganda nung how they write their stories. Here, it's formula. What sells is the sampalan, the sigawan, the third party, the mistress.
At ano yung tayo ito yung api-api, galit sa mayaman, galit sa...
We've been stuck with those kinds of TV shows,
And,
telemovies, di ba?
And what I noticed also, anti-intellectual attitude. But then, sometimes you talk to them, all they try to be smart. Pag naman na, kumbaga, napulbos mo yung punto nila, they will charge you. Parang, they will say, oh, nagpapaka-intellectual ka naman. But making it sound like it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
But wasn't it that what you were trying to be earlier? Medyo hindi lang hindi lang nanalo yung iyong punto de vista. So ngayon, anti-intellectual ka na. Di ba kaya pinapaaral natin ng mga tao, mga bata? So like that. So, kumbaga, a thought. That's what they put in their thoughts. So, they the desire to be mediocre, to be like everybody else, para pareho lang tayo, para hindi ka maging object of
ridicule or hate, or you'll be bashed. Actually, everybody's afraid to be bashed.
because it doesn't feel good until you train yourself to be immune of the opinions of others. Of course, you consider their point of view because baka may punto sila. Tama siya. Then, pwede ko na i-correct. But I don't have to show him na natamaan ako. But I can use it positively instead of me moping na, naku, nasaktan ako. Di, tama siya eh. I'll correct it even, he doesn't even know na natamaan ako doon. Diba? The shoe fits. So, it's part of your making yourself better. Hanggang buhay ka. Di ba?
Kasi ano yan eh, people are more of conformists, di ba? Una kikiuso, sumasakay sa ano. Like for example, nauso yung pack-gunner in TV.
Yeah.
And then you see these people in government doing pack-gunner. But do they really have to do that? Why?
There are many problems to solve.
Marami.
I-solve muna ba? Bago pack-gunner, solve muna.
Actually, that's how media can come in actually. By started like actually showing the example na hindi naman talagang sinaksaksak mo sa baga. But then, when they see, people can choose. Not all, but some will appreciate. And slowly, it will be better.
What is your prayer for the country?
I don't pray. I don't.
What are you?
I wish good thoughts and for the country. Like maybe how I would like to see it in a way. Maybe that's a form of prayer. That people will start thinking, and that people will start people will not cultivate hatred so much. We hate each other so much. Envy is very prevalent in Philippine society. Galit sa lahat. Example, mga baget sa amin. Yabang talaga no ano. Bakit? Anong ginawa siya? Wala. Kala ko sinong gwapo. Gwapo naman talaga. Ganun. He does not even, the young boy does not even realize na naiinggit siya. Uupakan ko yan eh. Kasi gwapo. Inggit. Masyadong inculcated in the Filipino mindset ang inggit, and they don't even realize it. Inggit sa maganda, inggit sa maya, inggit sa anything, inggit sa yung mga gadgets. Galit siya sa, mayroon akong na-encounter, galit sa mga tao na maganda yung kanilang cellphone. Pag binigyan mo naman ng cellphone, tuwang-tuwa. So,
siya yung mayabang naman.
So, hindi talaga, it's inggit. Di ba, hindi na may punto siya na parang ganon. Di ba? So, I think inggit is one factor that's marami. Hindi ko alam kung sa lahat ng tao, but sa Pilipino nakikita ko masyado yun.
That's true. Mapunahin sa lahat ng
And then people use it actually to appease others.
That's true.
Like kasi pag nainggit, parang they feel inferior to somebody else. So they try to put on others, but they feel better about themselves. So how insidious the feeling is.
They put other people down because thinking that they
Yes.
will, elevate themselves.
So fine, acknowledge that. Then try to do the opposite. With your thought, always.
That's the sad thing about Filipinos. Kaya sometimes, kaya sinasabi ko, change should start within. No?
Even the president said that. Diba?
Oh,
Each
pero
one,
masaya din naman sa Pilipinas. It's just that we have to acknowledge what is working against us, and what is not working against. What is working against us and what's working against. Tama ba yan? What is working for us and what is working against us. Yeah. And then we try to make it better. First, we acknowledge, we accept, as you said. We use our thoughts to make things better. Even little things, no matter how little, you don't know how much it affects others.
That's true. I've realized that. That's why my objective in life is to make one person
Happy.
every day.
Every day.
I told you that long time ago. A few radio shows. Says you're the right
Yes.
person for that.
Yes, exactly.
And
Jive nga.
No, because when the first time I saw you, was smiling already. We don't know each other.
and then, diba, we always say, "Oh, the pleasure is mine."
Yes.
But I like the friends when they say this. No, the pleasure is not mine alone. The pleasure is shared.
That's true. That's true.
Correct.
I like his personality because he keeps walking around smiling. I'm sure, like me. Whenever, I guess I'm walking siya, my friend says, "Di ka ba nangangawit? Lagi kang nahangit." So I'm sorry, that's our personality.
Oo, hindi ka naman pwedeng nakasimangot sa halaman. Hindi namatay.
Di ba, Mama said, you have to be beautiful pa nga.
That's true.
Parang, my sister's, we have time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. My sister's mother-in-law, as I call him Jean. Most people call him Grandma Jean when she was alive. Would always say, you have to put on your best self when you go out and then other people, because it is rude if you are frowning, because people will pick up on your bad feelings. So try to think about the best of you. Automatically nag-smile so people say, "Hi, good morning."
Yes.
So it's a happy thing always.
And when
you
you're
infect
walking,
other people.
You infect people when you're walking with you say hi. They
Yes.
say hi.
Exactly.
In the States, when you go Europe, you walk like, "Good morning."
Good morning. You're looking good today.
Does that? I wonder why. Everybody's afraid.
Yes. Happy to see you. Meron pa ata, good morning. Hindi nag-jive sa good.
Sabihin mo yun sa PAL when they would teach, di ba, yung mga...
Yeah.
He was a trainer.
Yes.
So he would tell them, and good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah. Your expression should match the meaning of it's good morning.
Yeah.
Right. Good morning, good afternoon. How may I help you? You should be, it's with pleasure. Hindi yung napipilitan ka. Because people would always feel you. And I think it is gracious to you and to the others. It is very respectful
I agree.
to impart the better emotions.
Well, maybe you should train the people in food chains. Because whenever you go to Jollibee, welcome to Jollibee. Like, it's just again and again and again. They're mapping, good afternoon, welcome to Jollibee. Tapos sabi ko, naki-CR lang ako sa'yo pag come again.
Saan? I think it has something to do with training.
It's training.
Oh, kasi
naki-CR lang ako sa Jollibee pag thank you for coming to Jollibee, come again.
But sometimes can I just give them for effort yung parang, thank you.
Yeah.
At least they're greeting you.
I'm sure they're trying their best. Kailang siyempre yung nag-train sa kanila, yun ang tinuturi. Feeling nila tamang-tama nga sila So give them the A
just
for
give
effort.
them a little,
Yes.
Even a point. Binabati ko rin.
Anyway, what's your last advice to everyone listening to us today? What's your happy thought for today?
Actually, everything begins with personal integrity. In your thoughts, you honor yourself with your thought. then you will honor others. And you will endeavor only. Okay, there are things that are we consider bad or whatever. Yes, you know them, but you will not choose them when you are relating to you or when you relate to others. What are the best things that I have received in my life? That is what I will give to others.
Wow, very nice. Very nice. Anyway, I'd like to thank Sunny Garcia for being with us. Do you have any other painting shows coming up or any activities
Not
coming
recently. I'm now parenting.
Apparently.
So maybe in a few months I will be in my painting mode
Please
again.
let us know and come and visit the show again. We'll be part of your show. We will announce it here. We will promote you.
But look at his glasses. Those are
I
made
know,
by
I
him.
love it.
Oh,
I
know.
love it. Yeah. You
Thank
made those things?
Yes.
I love it. Even the look is very nice. He's an artwork by himself. He's an artist.
Wait.
Oh, wait, Arlene is here. Hi,
Before you
Arlene.
say goodbye.
Hi, Arlene.
Hello, how are you?
Arlene de la Cruz on the house.
Going ka na ba?
Going na ako, going na ako. Thank you for guesting.
Producer.
Welcome. Thank you. Yes.
So we have many projects with Arlene coming soon. Just wait on it.
Nanalo ang anak ko ng best supporting sa pelikula mo.
Babalik ka.
This is
Babalik siya.
Maratabat.
Award-winning.
Award-winning. Magaling na director.
Yes, award-winning talaga. You were part of the film also?
No.
I thought you helped out in the production design or something.
Kasi magaling siya. But the way I see, she knows her actors. She knows how to bring out the best in them.
Well, you know how to bring out the best in yourself also. That's most important.
I wish it is for everyone. That's what I wish for everyone.
That's his wish.
Anyway, do you have somebody to greet Tess?
Okay na. I've greeted them all.
Okay, so kami po ay nagpapasalamat kay Sunny Garcia at sa lahat ng nakikinig na tumangkilik sa ating programa. Join us again next week on Tuesday, 1 o'clock to 2 p.m. dito lang sa Everyday Goodwill, Radyo Inquirer, 990. Maraming salamat.
Salamat.
Po. Bye.
This is a story about Filipino courage. People who get bullied but never back down. A nation that shows greater strength.